Hey guys, it's Elron here, back again with another video. Today we're going to be continuing with the Genshin Impact event, and I'm really excited for it. Today we're going to do the Inazuma and Sumeru part, so let's get right into it. I have to let me tell you, it was crazy.
Whoa, look! Promo posters everywhere from the moment you arrive in the harbor!
So it seems.
Paimon gets more and more curious about the two inventors of this game every time we see the posters.
I'm pretty sure we'll learn more about them as the event
There's
goes.
so little information to go off of that there's all sorts of wild speculations about them. Some people say that they invented the game after the God of Wisdom gave them an epiphany, while others say that they're not actually the inventors at all.
I don't think the first one is true because the God of Wisdom we speak of was pretty much trapped in her by her own nation, so yeah.
By the way, have you two ever read a book called King of Invocations?
Only heard of it.
Well, it's a story about a young boy who gets possessed by the
Yeah, I
spirit of
remember
the
that.
Crocodile King and becomes a TCG player. It's quite fascinating. I made sure to read it before coming on this trip. Some
see.
people have even speculated that the author of the King of Invocations is the boy who was possessed, while the true inventors of the game are the Crocodile King and Ibis King from the legends.
That's great, I guess. Hold up. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's great, I
Each of
guess.
these theories gets more ridiculous than the last.
Yeah, but they're all just theories.
Which is why
The
you and
game
author came forward to
theories.
deny these rumors. But that only fueled the debate further, and the book's sales skyrocketed. It can't be denied that the King of Invocations novels are a major part of why Genius Invocation TCG has become so popular.
Don't know about us. We never read it. We just
look
only
at the
heard about it.
figure. They're almost treating this like a national festival. I bet the book is going to sell more copies after this.
You can be sure that the Fox Lady is behind all this.
Hey, don't look at that Pam. That Fox lady knows how to do business.
Fox Lady?
Yay, Minko.
Yeah, Yai Miko. She's chief editor of the Yai Publishing House. Paimon can just imagine her eating some fried tofu as she instructs her editors to use this event to boost light novel sales.
Oh, yes, I've been
Yeah.
in that situation many times myself. Although in our case, the boss would be drinking coffee and talking about newspaper sales.
Sounds like bosses are the same everywhere.
Yeah, of course they are. They need to do business, Pamon. It's business.
The scenery in every nation is so different.
Yeah.
This trip is really paying dividends.
Yeah, the Inazuma is actually very
The
beautiful.
thing that you're able to be
Especially, what was the
like
name?
you were pretty much forced to
Sangonomiya Island or
whether you
whatever.
wanted to or not.
That was really beautiful.
Huh? Wait,
Oh, he's right here.
Paimon thinks it is? It's A!
Charlotte's gonna freak out when she meets an Archon.
Paimon, we meet again.
Oh, who is this?
The Archon.
Allow Paimon to introduce you.
Yeah.
Looks like that's all Paimon's been doing these past few days.
Yeah, but at least you're doing something instead of nothing at all.
Anyway, this is Charlotte. She's a journalist from Fontaine. And this is A.
Yeah, the look on her face is going to be.
She's Inazuma's Archon.
Yeah, look on her face.
What? You mean...
Yeah.
Your Excellency, the almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder?
Yeah, that's her.
Oh, please forgive me for not recognizing you.
Come on, she isn't as stiff as people believe. Come on.
As a guest from afar, there's no need to be so formal.
Right, I mean... Okay.
Yeah, she's
Each of
terrified.
your acquaintances is more impressive than the last.
Just wait till you get to Sumeru. When you meet Saina, I don't know what you will say.
Miko invited me here to experience the fun and festivities, along with everybody else.
It's great that you're getting out.
Oh, Paimon gets it. The tournament venue is full of excitement and tasty food. And Miko didn't want you to miss out.
I guess I'll let you catch up for now. We can meet up later, just like last time.
Sure
Okay.
thing. See you, Charlotte.
Yeah, she can't handle God's pressure. I mean, the presence, I guess. But still.
Perhaps she felt a little intimidated by me.
A little would be an understatement, eh?
She's probably fine. Don't worry, she didn't leave because of you. We've split up like this in previous places we visited, too.
Maybe because every place we visit, we have friends that are more impressive than the last.
So,
You know?
how do you like Genius Invocation TCG? Paimon bets you're enjoying watching the tournament matches.
She's playing in them.
In fact,
Yep.
I myself am competing in the tournament.
Wait, really?
Why is that surprising? Playing cards is an ancient form of
Yeah,
entertainment.
yeah, that makes
And I
sense.
was curious to see what card games are like in this day and age.
How's the
I
tournament been?
advanced all the way to the semifinals.
Oh, it's not the finals here? I thought this is...
Semifinals?
Yeah.
That's amazing! So when's your next match?
Unfortunately, the semifinals is where my journey ended. The reason being...
The reason being that she lost.
Oh, yeah.
And when I say lost, that doesn't begin to do it justice. It was quite a humiliating defeat.
That was bad, but at the same time, it makes sense. I mean, you're up against Yai Miko in a card game. How do you expect to win?
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Aw.
I only lost because I was duped by her little tricks.
Yeah.
With my little tricks? Trickery within the scope of the rules is better known as ingenuity. It's not my fault that some people spend all their time cooped up in Tenshukaku and never have the chance to hone their skills.
What a unique friendship.
It is a unique friendship, but then again, it's like, I don't know, like, how many years old is it? 500 something? I don't know. We can never understand that.
I should make an effort to get out more. Many things have changed now that Inazuma is at peace. However, it seems that some people continue to fear the divine light, just as before.
I mean, we can't really blame them. You did oppress them, but then again, at the same time, it was also their fault for putting too much trust in their Archon instead of like managing things themselves. But then again, when they did try to manage things, it was the Fatui that got involved, and yeah, the entire Inazuma is basically fucked up from all at different angles. Whether it's the people or the Archon, they're all done.
In some of my tournament matches, I could see my opponent's hands shaking, hesitant to play their cards. Now that I think about it, perhaps they were scared of what would happen if they defeated me.
Oh, hey.
Oh, dear, dear. Other players lose their games and throw a tantrum. You win yours, and yet you still find a reason to mope about it.
I mean, but she's got a
I
point.
invited you out for some simple fun and games. Oh, I should have known you'd be like this.
I mean, if you did invite her out, it should have been better if you like disguised her. I mean, that would have done the trick.
Anyway, you should watch and learn, because I plan on using some more of my
Oh,
little
Kokomi's
tricks
next!
to defeat that divine priestess from Watatsumi Island.
Oh, Kokomi's here.
Oh, so Kokomi's your opponent in the finals?
Mm-hmm. On one side will be your erstwhile comrade in arms, the leader of Watatsumi Island, and on the other will be head shrine maiden Yai Miko, the wise and beautiful. So, little one, who will you support?
That's actually a pretty hard question. I want to support you both, to be honest. So,
Nico, come on. No need to put them on the spot like that.
I
yeah.
know. I just wanted to see how they'd react. The venue is right over there. Why not go and take a walk around? Oh, and if you meet my fellow finalist, do pass on my regards.
I would love to see that match, but I'm pretty sure we won't get to see it. So, yeah.
Miko, the people of Inazuma are afraid of me.
And for good reason, no? A bolt of lightning from you would make even my fur stand on end.
But you're also lightning.
You know I would never do such a thing.
Nor would I eat anyone. Yet a writer of mine seems convinced that I'd turn into an evil kitsune and eat him alive if he doesn't submit his drafts on time. Honestly, where do people get these ideas?
I mean, we can't really blame the guy at this point. I mean, I'm pretty sure you would do something much worse than eat him alive. I mean, you just like you brought in a ghost just to laugh at his face in your story quest. I'm pretty sure you'd do something much worse.
Although to be fair, after I learned that he was afraid of me, I did start acting like I might actually eat him. Needless to say, his punctuality is now improving with each draft.
That's great to know. That's great to know. Where's Kokomi now? Oh, Itama, bro! The man I love and hate.
Hey, compadre. And flying lavender melon.
Of course.
Bullchucker!
Bullchucker, yeah, I remember that. Did you two compete in the tournament?
What would this tournament be without Arataki, the
You
ultimate
lost.
TCG champion Ito?
Please tell me you didn't lose to A, but you lost to like Kokumi or something, because that would be
Matter
terrible.
of fact, the whole Arataki gang showed up in force. Our goal? To bring home the grand prize.
No one won though.
As fate would have it, Boss was the only one who didn't make it out of the qualifiers.
Yeah, that's fate.
What? Hey!
Who
that's
who
not
was
the
he up
point.
against?
It was just some bad luck, that's all. I got matched against a strong opponent in the first round.
I bet you it wasn't either A, Kokomi, or Yaimiko.
Besides, it was a close match. It could have swung either way.
I wouldn't exactly call losing in 3 rounds a close match.
Poor guy.
Shinobu, cut me some slack in front of my friends, okay? Anyway, it's not like you did much better. Weren't you beaten by that fish lady? Sandy Mama Mia? Whatever her name is.
That was funny for some reason, I don't know why.
Sangonomiya Kokomi? Watatsumi Island's
Sandy
military
Mama
strategist?
Mia.
Yes, she beat me fair and square. I don't have a problem with that.
Well, anyway, I've noticed something in this competition. If you want to win big here, you need style. That's right, I'm talking card backs. I lost my match because my backs were whack.
Okay. By any chance, did your card backs got snatched away from you?
The style of card backs and a player's skill don't have anything to do with each other.
Oh, no, that's where you're wrong, Mini Milan. It's just like how the strongest Oni Kabuto have the brightest colors on their back. If your cards look cool, then you'll definitely draw a better hand.
Boss, beetle fighting and playing TCGs are completely
Yeah.
different. In cards, you actually have to rely on your own skill.
And in Beetle Fight, even if you don't rely on your own skill, you still lose.
Uh-huh. Yeah, there's no use arguing with you. Why don't we let our friend here weigh in,
I think Tsunomi has a point. I think Ito has a point. Why don't we play a match and see?
Hey, you're right. That's a pretty neat idea. How about this? Shinobu, lend me your deck. You've got some pretty slick card backs. But the Traveler probably has cool card backs too. Maybe even better than yours.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, you can use my deck.
Boss, how do you
Yeah.
put this? Nobody could win with that deck of yours. No matter who uses
I
it.
mean, I think it depends on the player who uses it, but then again, a terrible deck is a terrible deck.
Hey, quit busting my chops. Sheesh. What do you say, Traveler? You got time for a match now?
Yes, please! I want to fight against you. I accept your challenge.
See? This is what I call a true compadre.
Finally, we're gonna play against someone.
Alright, I'll be the judge then. Just remember to take it easy, you two. This isn't a high-stakes match. It really doesn't matter who wins or loses.
Oh,
I will
Do
win.
you guys hear that? It's the cry of my cards, cheering me on in the wind.
And there is no win.
My cards, you mean.
Okay, that's another thing. Let's start. Imposing lineup. Oh, okay.
See? My theory was correct.
Don't let it get to you. You were using Boss's deck after all.
Yeah, I feel Traveler. I could have won that if I used my own deck. That was
Anyway,
terrible.
What are you doing here?
Actually, we were looking for Kokomi.
I could have won if I used my own deck. Come on. I want to beat Ito.
Or, as Arataki numero uno idioso so eloquently called her...
Yeah, that's good. That's a good name.
You're one to talk, Lavender Melon.
Her match in the finals will be starting shortly, so she can't be far. Why don't you ask Kujo Sara over there? The Tenryo Commission is in charge of managing access to the venue and maintaining order.
Hey, just remember that if you ever want to play another match, you can find me anytime.
I will find you, and this time with my own deck. Trust me.
Hi, Sarah. We're looking for Kokomi. Have you seen her anywhere?
I saw her exit the venue after the semifinals, but she hasn't returned since.
If you're looking for Her Excellency,
Oh,
I
Goro
believe
is
she's
here.
currently near the western shore of Rito.
Goro, good to see you.
Yeah, bud, how you doing?
Hello, you two. Is there something the matter?
No, we just wanted to say hello to Kokomi.
Now that I think about it, her opponent in the finals will be a tough one to beat.
Yeah.
Rooting for Sarah?
Up till now, the almighty Shogun had my full support. But now that she's been eliminated from the tournament, in truth, I don't really care.
Yeah, that's
I'm
it.
sure you'd be rooting for Miko.
I certainly would, in the past. But now
Yeah.
that the islands of Narukami and Watatsumi are on amiable terms, we're all friends.
Those are exactly Her Excellency's thoughts as well. The point of a game of cards between friends is to exchange skills and enjoy the game together. It's not about who wins or
Nah,
loses.
it actually is about who
She
wins or
hopes
loses,
that the
though.
spirit of friendly competition will define Inazuma going forward.
I mean, but it is still kind of about who wins and who loses.
A commendable attitude. Her opponent is skilled in the art of deception.
Even when you play
Even
against
if
your
she
friend,
appears to have
nobody
worry
loves to
written all
lose.
over
No
her
one.
face,
Let me tell
don't fall
you.
for it.
Unless
She's
people want to
likely trying to lead
lose,
you
they
into
don't
a
want
trap.
to.
It's
Okay,
nice
yeah.
to see two generals who were once enemies on the battlefield now looking out for each other.
Do not be mistaken. I speak only in the interest of fairness. The moment I saw the name Sangonomiya on the list of competitors, I anticipated that she would make it into the finals to face the almighty Shogun.
But then again, there was Yaimiko on the list
I've
too.
watched every one of her matches. She constantly adapts her strategy and excels at employing rare and unusual tactics. But after the almighty Shogun's loss, I'm afraid that Lady Guji may also have caught wind of Kokomi's strategies.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I can't root for either of them because I don't know which one will win.
Oh,
But I have a feeling Yaimiko has a higher chance of winning.
Wow. Trust Sora to make sure everything is fair and above board.
Thanks for your insights, General Kujo. I will be sure to pass them along to Her Excellency.
Don't mention it. The match will be starting shortly. Please, let her know to get back to the venue soon.
All right, then I'll get going.
Hey, Kokomi.
Kokomi!
It's been a while. How you been?
Paimon? Oh, and the Traveler's here too. Surprised to see us? We came to wish you good luck in the competition. So, what are you doing out here, Kokomi? Taking in the view? Yes. The soothing sound of the ocean's waves do make me feel peaceful. But I actually came here hoping to see Watatsumi Island.
Why do you want to see that?
Watatsumi Island from here? Let Paimon take a look.
I don't think you can.
Can you see it? Let's see.
Oh yeah, you can see it.
Suka.
A bit.
And a little further than that, there's Yashiori Island.
Oh wait, no, never mind. You can't.
Nope, can't see Watatsumi. Even on a perfectly clear day like this, you can't see Watatsumi Island from Narukami Island. Imagine trying to see it when the islands were surrounded by storms.
Yeah.
The islands are on peaceful terms now. The dark clouds of war still.
Well,
loom
Tsumi, I
across
keep
the
forgetting
people's
that name for
hearts.
some reason. I know that name by heart, but for some reason I still keep forgetting it.
Even when friends argue, they still need time to reconcile. Think of how much time is needed when the conflicting sides could never even see each other.
Yeah, this metaphor is only ruining the mood.
Oh, sorry. My mind was drifting to some more serious topics.
You're competing for other reasons too.
Yes. I thought you might understand. Huh?
What is it?
What are you talking about?
Who wins and who loses isn't what's most important. What's important is that Her Excellency came here to compete with all of Inazuma watching.
Yes. More people will be traveling between Watatsumi and Narukami Island from this day forward. The point I hope to make is, even though we believe in different gods, we can all come together as friends by playing cards at the table.
Yeah,
We should
yes.
be willing to cooperate and assist one another in the future. You could say that I'm playing cards to help dissolve enmity.
You're using a simple game of cards to drive a major social change.
Yes, that's a good way to put it. Besides, my passion has always been in tactics and strategy. How
Yeah,
can
that
I
is
get
true.
the chance to play in a tournament for a strategic game like this. Oh, so you have your personal reasons to play too. Yes, partly.
That's good to know at
Careful of
least.
that fox lady. Even Sarah warned us that she'll be a cunning opponent.
I mean, even if Sarah didn't want us, we probably already know.
Yes. It seems that you're not the only one who sees this tournament as a chance to resolve our differences, Your Excellency.
Oh, that's good to hear. Don't worry, Paimon. I've already thought of a variety of stratagems for the match.
Yeah, but then again, she's like a
I'm really
variable.
looking forward to the final
But then again, Yaimiko's like a variable. It's pretty gonna
Paimon
hard.
swears that she's actually gonna see it this time, no matter what. Paimon won't let herself get distracted, not even by all the tasty snacks in Inazuma.
And that's the first thing you come. I'm pretty sure the card snatcher will come and distract you pretty soon. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you. All right, let's go.
Oh, it's beginning! It's beginning!
Inazuma's Archon bolts her way to
Oh,
the
Charlotte!
only to be stunned by a crafty opponent.
Okay, Charlotte! Okay. Oh wait, I should do this one
Oh,
too.
that's a nice title.
Oh, she's talking with
Inazuma
Kiara.
won't be able to reach me in Fontaine, right?
I don't think it
the
will.
Electro Archon would get upset over a minor thing like this.
Hey, what are you two chatting about? Oh, wait a second. The real question is, how many times are we gonna run into Kirara?
I think we'll run into her in Sumeru as well.
What are the chances? I interviewed a few people around Rito, but no more details on the card snatcher, unfortunately. After that, I ran into Kirara here. We got to chatting, and then I found out that she knew you too.
Sorry, you said the card snatcher?
Oh, she knows
I can
something.
explain. I think I already have some insights regarding the truth of this matter.
What is it?
That fast? But it's a little complicated, and the finals are about to start.
Okay, we can just talk about after the
Put it this
finals.
way, though. The key to this case is actually Kirara.
What? Is she the card snatcher?
Oh, wait, what? Me? Having chatted with
Yeah.
Kirara, I was starting to think the same thing.
Sorry, I don't have time to explain now. We'll have to continue after the tournament's finished.
Let's just focus on the match, yeah.
What should we do? Paimon's still trying to wrap her head around that.
Well, we're gonna just keep Kiara hostage
Enough of what Paimon told her.
for interrogation purposes.
Paimon can't find the answer. Oh, is Paimon really as dumb as a lavender melon?
Don't worry about it, let's watch the competition.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Catherine! Wait, is that Catherine? I don't know. No, that's not Catherine. That's not Catherine.
Final! Our contestants are Guji Yai Miko of the
Yeah.
Grand Narukami Shrine versus Sangonomiya Kokomi, Divine Priestess of the Sangonomiya Shrine.
Okay, so how to start?
Without further ado, let the final match begin!
Yay, it's starting!
Now, to find out who will play first.
You took your time. I was starting to wonder if you got lost walking on the seabed, Miss Soul of the Deep.
Yeah.
Must be tired after the walk back to shore. Perhaps I should let you go first.
They're already trash talking. They're already trash talking. Yes.
Fried tofu with all the frills gets cold quickly. If we don't serve it right away, then I'm afraid it'll become a cold, greasy mess.
Yep, they're talking trash
Round one,
in their own way.
begin!
Who'll win? Okay.
And the winner is...
Who's the winner of round one?
Sangonomiya
Oh!
Kokomi, the
First
Divine
round.
Priestess from Watatsumi Island.
I'm guessing the second round is going to go to Miko.
Just seeing that Kitsune yokai made the fur on my tail stand on end.
I'm pretty sure, I think Yai Miko is going to win the next one, and then we're going to be interrupted for the third one. Congratulations, Kokumi.
Thank you. Kokomi! That was a real nail-biter, but you did it! That Miko is a crafty one. Pretending she had no strategy and letting one of her own character cards get defeated. Then she played 2 cards from her hand.
She's behind you!
Character card. She came pretty close to turning the match around.
She's behind
Yes, what's
you!
all the commotion over here? Discussing something interesting behind my back?
Yeah.
Paimon was just saying. What
She heard everything, Paimon.
was that you lost.
It's no pity at all.
What
It's
about
just
round
a
2 and
fun
3?
competition. We'll see who wins next time. What do you say, Miss Soul of the Deep?
Wait, what happened to round 2 and 3?
If this fried tofu with all the frills hasn't gotten too cold, I would be happy to play.
Wait, what happened to round 2 and
The
3?
traveler here is waiting for me to help them solve a puzzle they've been facing.
Wait, did they play all 3 rounds, or am I missing something?
Oh, really? Then I won't disturb you. I'll go play with Goro instead.
Oh, poor guy, he's just there.
It's been a while since I've seen those fuzzy ears of his.
Yep.
Now,
She's
back to our
going.
Conversation. Kirara, you've been delivering items between different nations for the past several days, correct?
That's right. I've had quite a few deliveries recently. But what does that have to do with the card snatcher?
Because you are the card snatcher.
The
Nah,
strange
just
thing
kidding.
is that Kirara's delivery route has coincided with the card snatcher's movements at every turn.
Yes, and therein lies the clue. You mean Kirara is the card snatcher?
I doubt it.
Huh?
I doubt it.
That's not true. I'm just out here doing my job. You can't just throw false accusations at a person. I mean, a yokai like this.
Yeah, but then
Me
again.
too. Kirara's not the thief. Let me ask you, Kirara. Have any of your packages in the past few days been from the same sender? Or were any sent to the same destination?
Let me think. Centers have all been different. But there's one destination that keeps coming up in every region I've been to.
Really? And what destination is that?
I'm not at liberty to give you the exact address, but I can tell you that it's in Sumeru.
Oh.
The contents light. No larger than the size of an envelope?
Huh? Wait. You're not one of those yokai who has prophetic dreams, are you?
No, she's not a yokai, but then again, she's not a human either.
No, I'm only the divine priestess of Watatsumi Island. I just like to read light novels and books about military strategy. Divination's not my field.
Yeah, not so much as divine, but still.
Well, after all I've said so far, have you arrived at the same answer as me?
I'm guessing there's like some kind of a ghost in her packages or something. I don't know. Oh, we're getting this thing again.
Yes, you nailed it.
Huh? So the cardbacks we've been looking for have been right under our noses all along?
But
Yep,
there's
so it
still
seemed.
one thing that doesn't quite add up. Kirara picked up her package in Mondstadt before we encountered the card snatcher. The timing doesn't make sense.
I've thought
That is
about
also
that
true.
too. The way I see it, there's more than just one thief involved.
We are trailing not one but multiple card snatchers.
The person you've been tracking most likely is one member of the group. It seems the other members had already obtained the cardbacks and sent them together.
Now that I think about it, collecting all those cardbacks across so many nations would be near impossible for just one person.
But why isn't the one we're following ever using Komania Express?
I mean, that
Because
is
he's too
true.
slow. He probably missed the arranged shipment date. Well, that's how I figure it at least. From your explanation, he's only committed theft on one occasion, and there were even witnesses. After that, he's been trading or playing to collect the cardbacks.
Yeah, but there's one problem with all this. We have never seen this guy. I mean, of course there were witnesses for the thief, but for the guy who was trading and playing cards, we have like never seen him. So there's also a slight chance they're two different people. But then again, it's plot. So yeah, they're probably gonna be the same person.
This person isn't a very good thief. He probably used the mora he was given to arrange shipments with Komania Express as funds to use for trading.
And there's another question now. Why don't the other members just keep the cards and take them back to Sumeru themselves? Unless there's a reason for them to stay.
Yes, this is a question I'm still grappling with now. What is the thief's objective? What kind of secret is hidden behind these cardbacks?
Who knows?
Unfortunately, there's no way to know without seeing one for ourselves.
Will she let us though?
Hey, don't look at me like that.
Yeah, she
I
can.
can't just open a customer's parcel.
Oh yeah, that's respect. If she opened her customer's parcel, I would have literally lost any respect I had developed for her playing, seeing her in game.
If the company ever found out, I'd be fired on the spot. And I don't want to go back to being a yokai in the mountains of Inazuma.
No.
Yeah.
We don't want to cause you any trouble, of course. At this point, maybe it would be best for you all to accompany Kirara to Sumeru.
Good idea. Going to the delivery location is the only lead worth following now. And if the recipient really is a bad guy, then Kirara could be in danger.
I don't know. They haven't done anything to her
Make sure
yet.
we're safe.
I can beat up bad
I know
guys.
my way around a fight too. I haven't had a single package stolen from me since I've started this job. Whenever someone picks on me thinking I'd be an easy target to take packages from, I send them running.
I'm still concerned about your safety though.
Oh, let me think about it. All right, I'll let you come with me to the delivery point in Sumeru, but on one condition.
What is
You
it?
have to promise that you'll hide somewhere where the customer can't see you. Who's ever heard of a group of people delivering packages?
No problem.
Yeah.
You got it.
Also, even if the customer is a bad guy and has stolen things, we should leave that for the local authorities to handle.
Respect. respect for this girl. You have my respect. We all, instead of going all violent, she's actually leaving it to the authority. That's respect.
Next up,
Mad respect.
Sumeru.
No, we haven't seen a single person do this
Traveling all over the
till we playing this game. She's the only one that actually thought about doing this.
You'll have to tell me.
Others all
everything
resolve
turns
it through
out the next time we
conflict.
meet.
Conflict or trickery, that's what they resolve it as.
Are we getting close? Which way should we go now?
We just need to head a short way towards the desert. It's not far.
I would recommend taking a bodyguard to protect you. If the customer does turn out to be rotten, you can let the bodyguard deal with them.
I can beat all of them up.
Good point.
But then again, Dea. Bring Dea.
Bodyguard.
Dea. Oh, Sino.
Oh, look! Isn't that Sino? Sino!
Yo, bro, how you doing?
Good to see you. Headed to Caravan Rebot?
Yeah.
Remember, Paimon? We can't just disclose a customer's information.
Huh? Oh, don't worry. This is Sumeru's General Mahamatra, Sino. He's the leader of the Matra and always takes criminal activity very seriously.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know so many powerful people.
We have been to places. We fought
Close to
gods.
it, Kirara. She wouldn't believe the people I've met since I started traveling with them.
Do you have some time now, Sino? Or do you need to go participate in the Genius Invocation Tournament?
Yeah, he's definitely into it.
Tournament? The tournament has already finished.
It's finished? Oh.
Then how did you do, Sino?
You won?
I'm now the official king of invocations.
My bro. You deserve it. You are the king. Did you crush the
I
competition?
used Forbidden Hand at the opportune moment and drew.
Yeah, he's getting too much out of character.
Anyway, I have time.
Great. Let Paimon catch you up on what's happening.
He's gonna be mad knowing about this card snatcher.
Paimon's parched now. How many times is Paimon gonna have to explain everything?
I'm sure it's the
I
last.
can accompany you. As Paimon said, it's my duty to uphold the rules and punish evil.
What do you think, Kirara?
Yes, a bodyguard is good.
But remember, you all should hide while I'm delivering the parcel. I know that this customer is suspicious, but they're still my customer until we have any concrete proof otherwise.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll go hide.
But if we're too far away, we won't be able to hear anything you're saying. How will we know if you're in trouble?
We can just check up on her.
You can just watch my tails.
Your
Huh?
tails? You mean both of them?
Of course, both of them. I'll come up with a way to have the customer confirm the contents of the package. If they turn out to be just an ordinary customer and the package doesn't contain the card backs, then I'll lower both of my tails. That'll mean you can just stay hidden.
Yeah, they're by plot. They're going to be criminal by plot because I'm pretty sure she can lower her tails
But
in
if
her
it turns out to be
animation.
the thieves we're after, then I'll...
Lay down.
Huh? Why would she do that?
It'd be a signal that we need to lay down the law.
This is the one thing I'd actually like to.
Oh,
She's like, what?
No way! I'm not getting on the ground. That would be way too embarrassing. Besides, don't you think that would look suspicious?
You think so? Then maybe you can use your tails to pound your back.
and why would she do that?
Simple. It'd be signal that she had found the backs we're looking for.
The fact that these jokes aren't funny is that what makes them funny. She's done. She wants to cry. She wants to quit her job and go home.
This is the first time I've met someone as creative with their words as I am.
Never mind. Okay, I take it back. I take it back. Okay, never mind. She enjoys them. She wants to hire Sino as a
I
assistant.
considered a career in writing news.
Oh, she actually does want to hire him.
Oh no, don't enable him.
Okay.
No,
Keep
please.
standing around talking like this. the package is
Tyler,
going to be
okay, she and Tyler are not gonna get along just for this.
Listen to me. If they're the thieves, I'll lift one tail up and keep the other one down. If you see that, then you can come round them up.
You're not going to lay down?
Yeah,
I'm not laying down.
yeah.
Near the first flaming flower. Oh, we're here.
There's no one here.
Huh? There aren't any houses around here.
recipient planned on coming here to personally receive the package. I've had customers do that in the past. We're still a little early. In the meantime, why don't the rest of you go find a place to hide? And remember,
Very well.
watch my tails for the signal.
Got it. I'll be watching those
The
tails.
customer will be here soon, so be sure to stay out of sight.
Okay, over there.
We'll hide here. This spot is hidden, but with a clear view.
I'm unsure this recipient's up to no good. Who'd pick up a package in a place like this?
I mean, desert dwellers, Paimon, they live here.
I agree. But for the sake of her company's reputation, we'll let her tell us what to do.
Yeah, Chandler and him is gonna have so much fun. They're having fun.
What? As in her tails?
Yeah.
Yeah, we get it.
Yeah, it's Eremites.
Someone's coming.
Well, they're not red, but they're okay.
You from Komoni Express?
That's right. You must be Mr. Dada Baba?
Where's the package?
Yes, this is your package. Here you go. I recommend that you open it and confirm the contents. I've been running to many places the past few days through all sorts of weather. The contents may have shifted, so it's best to check that everything's intact.
No
Yes.
need. You haven't opened it to see what's inside, have you?
Of course not.
That would be
Yeah.
against our company policy. But if the contents are valuable, I would still recommend checking them first. If anything turns out to be damaged, I could compensate you now.
I said no need, didn't I? Why are you so persistent?
It's company policy.
You know, boss, this little lady's out here all on her own.
We could use that to our advantage, you know.
Hey, you.
Oh, come on.
Are you the only one delivering out here?
Yeah, these guys are so done for.
Yes, that's right. I wouldn't bring a bunch of people with me to deliver a package. I'm no good at lying. And I can't keep my tails from moving everywhere.
Look, she's giving a signal. But wait,
Yeah, she's nervous.
not at all.
I nearly forgot. This just happens to be my 100th delivery. It's a really special moment for me.
Yeah.
If you could let me know what I delivered, it would mean a lot to me.
Her tails are moving all over the place.
She's nervous.
Step in or not?
She's nervous. She's nervous.
Her tails keep moving and intertwining. They keep pointing in different directions. Ah, maybe she's trying to say that she mixed up her directions. These people aren't the intended recipients.
Yeah, there's no way.
Anyone could get all that just from her tails.
Something's not right. I can feel it. And you seem real concerned.
Look at
about
that
this
tail go.
package,
Look at those
Missy.
tails go.
Oh, no, that's just part of my job. We always care about the customer. Are you really not going to open it?
Come on, boss. Enough talk.
Yeah, nobody will ever know anything happened way out here.
Then do you have a moment to leave a 5-star review?
Yeah,
Sure.
no.
I'll leave a 5-star.
Yeah,
review
yeah, they're dead.
After you're dead.
Yeah, she's angry.
They got a knife. Forget the signals.
Yeah, for other signals, we're gonna beat them up now.
We gotta save Kirara.
We're already gone. Yep.
Boss, she's got backup.
What are you afraid of? Get him!
Yeah, he's gonna do the talking here.
Huh? Wait, that's Sino, the General Mahamatra.
Sino?
Yeah, you're done. Oh, we get to play as her.
Kirara, are you alright?
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry.
Had I known you were here, we wouldn't have.
Yeah, but still, if you didn't know he was here, you would have, and that's why we're gonna beat
Too
you
late
up.
for that. And I don't want to hear any whining from you two either. Clear?
Yes. Crystal clear. General Mahamatra, I don't want to go to prison. Can't you just let us off this one time?
First, tell us
Well,
what's
it
going
depends
on.
on how honest you are.
We'll tell you everything.
What's inside the package?
Card backs.
Yep.
Genius Invocation TCG card backs that we collected from different nations.
Are they the kind with a treasure chest design on them?
Yeah, that's right. Wait, how'd you know that?
And why are you stealing card backs?
We're just a group of treasure hoarders.
Oh, so these are treasure hoarders.
Some hoarders were getting fed up recently with just stealing small stuff. They wanted to,
Go on.
They wanted to pull off something big. You know, not just in one nation. All across Teyvat.
All across Teyvat?
Oh, so Sinzai is also involved? Oh, damn.
We were planning to steal prized treasures from different nations all at the same time. After pulling off a job like that, everyone would recognize us treasure hoarders as the most powerful organization across the world.
Nah. You treasure hoarders, nothing. Deshra's relics, despite getting destroyed by just one old ass man, still was stronger than you guys. And let me tell you, Fatui is on another level. Just saying. Fatui is on another level.
So what does any of that have to do with these card backs?
Well, the problem was we didn't know how to communicate our master plan to all the other treasure hoarders. But with how popular Genius Invocation TCG has become recently, somebody suddenly came up with the idea to use cards as a way to communicate our plans without being detected.
Oh.
So
Treasure
you were
hoarders.
the ones who printed these card backs.
Yeah, because every treasure hoarder knows what to do once they see a treasure chest. First you bury it so no one else can take it, then just add a little bit of...
Hey, shut it!
Yeah.
You're giving away all our plans.
Yeah.
It appears you consider this ridiculous plan of yours more valuable than your own life.
No, I'll talk. All
Yeah.
he needs to do is cover it with some wet dirt or sand, then wipe it off after a while. And it'll look like this.
My fellow hoarders, this is the big job we've all been waiting for. Take up your daggers, put on your masks, and round up your sumpter beasts. Oh, and for those of you without sumpter beasts...
Yeah.
Seriously? That's all it says? Ugh, what a waste.
Hey, what do you mean, waste? That message will mobilize the treasure hoarders.
I guess.
He's right. The time and the other details are printed below that.
Not Paimon Z. Oh, there it is.
Objectively speaking, it's definitely a creative method of communicating information.
Yeah, these guys really need to get phones in this world.
But then why were you trying to retrieve these card backs?
It's all because some fellow hoarders got addicted to Genius Invocation. All they needed to do was stick to the plan, but they couldn't help themselves and started playing the game. Not only that, they were even using our card backs and showing them off. But that wasn't the worst of it. Some of them ended up losing our card backs to other players.
Ah, you were afraid that your plans would be exposed, so you dispatched members
Yeah,
of
these done.
the card backs that had been scattered into the markets.
Not just the ones on the markets. We collected all our treasure chest card backs and we had them shipped back. We feared that our plans had already been discovered, so we were preparing to print another set of card backs. They would indicate a different time to initiate the operation, and we'd redistribute them. But to take every precaution, we raised funding for everyone to send us the backs via Komini Express. That way we could guarantee the card backs would arrive safely and on time.
Well, they did arrive.
Thanks for the compliments.
So the senders would stay at their original location to ensure that the operation could continue moving forward. Now that I think about it, that must be why the treasure hoarders came after the person who sold the card back in Mondstadt.
Oh.
Right. It's no wonder we were running into the treasure hoarders left and right. They wanted to be sure that anyone involved stayed quiet.
There. I told you everything I know. Hopefully that will help us make up for our mistakes. Please,
Yeah.
Mahamatra Sino, show us mercy.
You'll each receive your due punishment. Enough talk. Come with me.
Yeah, we follow Sano back to the caravan river.
I've taken care of the criminals for now. I'll be escorting them back to Sumeru City shortly.
Thanks for
I
your
was
help,
only
my friend.
fulfilling my duty. You all did well.
Sino seems like a completely different person when he's working.
Yep,
All right.
he is.
Goodbye for now.
Oh, wait! I still want to interview the champion of the Sumero Regional Tournament.
Yeah, tell us how you won.
Go ahead.
Tell me, Mr. Sino, what were your thoughts about the tournament? And did you have anything to say about the treasure hoarder incident?
Genius Invocation TCG is a very good game. But to me,
Yeah, this guy's
it's
going
not
on
just
and
a
on
game.
about it for like
It's an art
hours.
form. It allows people to meet others, make friends, and experience the joy of dueling together. I hope everyone can have the chance to experience the fun of playing this game.
Great answer. That'll be a perfect ending for my news piece.
Therefore,
Yeah,
I'll
he's
show
still
you
going to
that
go
I will
on.
personally bring judgment to any criminals out there with the delusions of desecrating this game with their evil plans. No matter where you run or where you
Yeah, he's serious.
you will not escape the punishment of lightning.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Let's stay calm. No need to get worked up.
Yeah, he's getting worked
Let me
up.
think. Not so genius thieves behind mysterious treasure chest cardback plot finally.
Got decked?
Yeah.
You get it? Like cards and punching?
Yeah,
Yes, that'll work.
these two are getting along a little too well.
These two make quite the team when it comes to words.
Yeah, they're getting along a little too
If
well.
that's all, then I should get going. I'll inform the other areas not to be gamed by these thieving treasure hoarders.
You're amazing. Let's play a game of Genius Invocation next time.
We will.
So in the end, it turned out that the group of card snatchers we were tracking was the treasure hoarders all along.
Yeah.
Feels a little disappointing. Though.
Yeah, I mean, they're like,
Thought for sure
yeah.
those cardbacks would lead us to some valuable treasure.
Yeah, I mean, like, treasure hoarders, that's disappointing on another level.
Covered a major international crime scheme.
Then again, it's treasure hoarders.
I need for my
I would understand it was if it was for 2, I would totally understand. But treasure hoarders,
Didn't get to see
nah.
the mysterious inventors of Genius Invocation TCG.
It seems everyone can't stop talking about that game.
It's just fun to play cards.
In that case, how would everyone like to join me for a very special delivery?
Oh?
You mean it's related to Genius Invocation TCG?
Mm-hmm. That's right. You'll understand when we get there.
Okay
I
then.
would have invited Sino along too if he wasn't busy with work.
Oh, really? But didn't you say before that you can't disclose customer information?
Yeah, that is also true.
But this time the situation's different.
What is
Let's
it?
just say this delivery wasn't assigned to me by the company. This
Oh,
package had
okay,
been sitting at the
that's fair
company
game
for some
then.
time because we couldn't ever locate the recipient. Even the neighbors didn't know where you went.
Oh, so the company eventually took ownership of the package?
Yep. The holding period passed just last month.
But can't you just return it to the original sender?
Well, it turns out the sender has passed away.
Oh.
That's terrible.
Yeah. And I thought both the original sender and intended recipient would be disappointed if this package is left undelivered. So, I took the initiative and started asking around Sumeru in my free time. Eventually, I found out where the recipient went and also learned a little about his past.
Oh.
Wow, amazing! So who is it?
Well, you
Eh,
have to come with me and
It's I think it's like the creators of Genius Invocation.
Genius Invocation TCG players like you come along.
Oh, sounds like another news story brewing. I'll tag along as well.
Huh? Oh, now Paimon's really curious. What do you think, Traveler? Shall we join her?
It's our duty as TCG players.
Right. Then follow me to Vimara Village. To Vimara Village, but I'm not sure of which house they live in exactly. Guess we'll have to ask around.
Any
Okay.
idea what the recipient looks like?
I only know his name is Garvapidum and that he's a scholar from the Academia.
Yep, this has to do with the creators.
Got it.
Creators of this game. Yep, there we are.
This is the place. Let's try knocking and see if he answered.
Come on. You there, bro?
Hello? Anybody home? We're looking for Garvapidum.
There he is, Garpinum.
Yes, that's me. Can
Oh,
I
I
help
expected you to be an old dude, but okay.
Mr. Garvapidum.
I mean, this
I'm
game was
Tiara.
made
I have a delivery from
a few
Colony
years back,
Express.
right?
I'm afraid the package is quite late.
A package for me.
Yes, it's from a Mr. Gulab.
What? Gulab? But how is that possible?
Yes. It seems your friend submitted the package to our company before he passed.
Friend? Some friend I am. There was nothing I could do about his illness. And I wasn't by his side during the last moments.
Yeah, this is going to turn out to be a sad story, isn't it?
That? After all, you and Gulab are the creators of Genius.
Yep, they are the creators.
TCG. I'm sure Gulab would have been happy to know how popular the game has become.
Say what? He's one of the creators of Genius and Vacation TCG?
Why? Why does it seem that misfortune always befalls geniuses like him?
If you don't mind, perhaps you could talk to us about it.
Yeah, then she can write a report and reveal it to the entire world.
You're right. Maybe I should tell you. You really wouldn't mind listening?
Sure, you can talk to us.
All right then. It's not much of a story, really. I knew Gulab ever since we were kids. We were classmates and grew up together. Other than the bandages on his arms, you could hardly tell he had Elazar.
Oh, Elazar, yeah.
Positive, peaceful, and kind. Later,
Elazar is
a
real big problem in this world.
Ratawahis Dastur.
If I remember correctly, that's a pretty high position.
Yes, he really was that smart. But before long, the Elazar got worse and led to some serious complications. After that, he became bedridden. He received treatment in the hospital, but had to abandon his research. I would go see him in the hospital every day, even though he said there was no need for me to visit so often.
He must have been worried that he was taking time from your own research.
Yeah.
No. But I couldn't bear to just leave him like that. He was clearly the smarter of the two of us. We would have some free time whenever I visited him, so we took some cards and started painting them.
So that's how they came into being.
Those cards became the basis for Genius Invocation.
A game that was born from friendship.
It's not only a game. When we were designing it, I deliberately incorporated some theoretical knowledge of the elements.
Yeah, so elemental reactions.
I was originally waiting for him to recover, so we could study the subject together. But in the end...
Aw, don't be sad. Genius and Vacation TCG is the result of your research together.
It's kind of sad. Yeah.
People are enjoying it now.
Yeah, it's kind of sad to think that entire science and fiction, everything they did in their life, all led to one game, a small card game. But then again, it did get popular, but they still didn't receive any fame or fortune for it. So yeah, still pretty bad.
After he passed away, I tried to play the game with someone else, but every time I looked up, all I could see was his silhouette. It was as if he was still sitting there at the table. I know it was all in my head, though.
Yeah.
Paimon understands. Paimon wouldn't ever be able to get...
Don't foreshadow us this, come on.
Paimon would probably find herself talking to the wind, as if the traveler could hear.
Come on, don't foreshadow this.
Yes, everyone else has told me that I have to move on and embrace the fun of Genius Invocation, saying that I'm one of its creators. But to be honest, without Gulab, what meaning does the game have?
It's kind of like a entire Madam Ping thing, right? Because she wrote an entire song for Guizhang, but in the end she only played it once because the one who she wrote it for is like gone. So yeah.
Garvapitum, perhaps you should see what your friend sent you in the package.
Right. What's this? A letter?
Oh, cutscene!
My dear friend, you must be wondering why I'm leaving you a letter like this. It's because...
Hey, Gulab, I'm here. How are you feeling today? I gotta tell you, I had an idea for another card last night. What's that you're writing?
It's nothing.
Okay. Anyway, up for a game?
You don't have to visit every day, you know. You should be focusing on your work at the academia.
Hey, enough of that. I'll keep visiting until you've fully recovered. Besides, I can't stand most of the folks at the academia anyway. Hey.
Yeah, it was pretty shit back then. Poor guy.
Gulab,
Are you okay?
Elazar is like Genshin's cancer at this point.
Garvapidum, you must understand. My Elazar.
Hey, don't talk like that. You just need some more rest.
It's because you won't come to terms with the fact that I don't have long left. Guess what? This game we invented is getting pretty popular here in the hospital.
Really? That's great news.
Yeah. I've even made a device to help people find other players nearby.
Yeah, the totem.
Here, this one's for you. This way, you'll be able to keep playing even after I'm...
Just stop! You're gonna get better, you hear me? I don't need this thing. I don't want it.
Yeah.
Imagine the casket of tomes I gave you is probably gathering dust in a corner somewhere. So, this is my last gift to you. I'm sorry that I could only give it to you now.
A card?
Do you remember when we first met? You were the only one willing to be friends with the kid with Elazar.
Oh!
Now it's my turn to help you make some new friends. This way, I'll always be by your side, my friend.
Yeah, that's sad. That's sad.
That rascal.
Yeah.
He was always this way.
I haven't played much Genius Invocation myself. All I know is that it has brought joy to a lot of people.
As a true TCG player put it, the game allows many people to meet
Yep.
others, make friends, and experience the joy of dueling together.
That's right. We've seen that firsthand on our journeys recently. Paimon could tell you those stories if you're interested.
Thank you all for your kind words.
Good friends never truly leave. They stay with us in another form.
You're right. Gulob. Is that what you were thinking when you left this letter? I've always kept your casket of tomes with me. It was so special for you to draw me a card like this. What a waste it is to never have used it. If he were here now, I know he'd say, "Hey friends, how about a game of Genius Invocation TCG?" Well, what do you say?
I'll be happy to. You play enjoy a match. Oh, we don't get to play like manually. Okay, never mind.
Garvapidum seems to be feeling better. Paimon even saw him crack a smile when he was playing just now.
It always takes time to heal from pain from the past, but I think this is a good start for his road to recovery.
Yeah, it was a good thing that Kirara kept track of that package, even when they were unable to deliver it.
When my boss asked me to take care of it, I had a feeling that it must somehow be delivered. I couldn't just let it be abandoned.
Would you say that was your yokai intuition kicking in?
Yeah, so it seems.
I'm not sure. I guess I just didn't want to let the sender's sentiment go to waste like that.
Anyway, I think this is where we'll say goodbye.
Aww.
Are you going
Yeah.
back to Fontaine now?
That's right. Who
Hope
would
we
have
meet
guessed
there
that I'd
soon.
still get such a quality story after the tournament had finished? It's going to take me a few days just to draft the articles alone. Oh, by the way, I still haven't had the chance to interview you two all this time.
I mean, yeah.
All that we've witnessed on this journey together, do you have anything you'd like to say?
I love this shot. We learned a lot about Genius Invocation
We'll
TCG.
never see the game the same way. It means a lot more to us now.
I understand. I'll be sure to work.
Is that everything?
To my exclusive news.
I mean, I'm sure you don't want anything about the fight with the AA or like fight with, but I guess everyone forgot about the Baldier. But I guess like fight with Devalin and Osail.
Just be sure to buy a copy of the Steambird when you visit Fontaine.
Sure.
And I should get ready to head back to Inazuma. I still have to report everything to my boss.
Take care,
Will
everyone.
do. I'm sure we'll all see each other again soon. And maybe we'll play Genius Invocation TCG if we have the chance.
Great story, I have to say. Oh, we also got this friendship card. Friendship Eternal. There it is. Players with less than 4 cards in their hands draw 2 cards until their hands has 4 cards in it. That's nice. It could be like a left for like a single card, and you can draw like 4 cards at the same time. It's good. So guys,
There's no
thank
such
you.
thing as pure freedom in this world.
Yeah. So guys, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.